Do you ever get that feeling where you think the gaming industry has finally hit rock bottom? Then, bam, it grabs a shovel and continues to dig. The developers behind The Day Before are back. Yes, Fntastic, spelled without any vowels, otherwise known as the poster child for how not to run a game studio, are rising from the ashes from their own disastrous train wreck. And guess what? Yeah, they're asking for money again. Who would it? I actually cannot believe this. This was actually not on my cards for 2024. I mean, I knew that The Day Before was a complete disaster, but the fact that they're coming back asking for more money, the actual audacity. The same people who managed to get their game pulled from Steam, embarrass themselves in a deluge of lies, and scam their entire fan base with The Day Before, which ironically never actually saw a full day, are back with a brand new Kickstarter. And they've got a lot of promises. Of course they do. The best of all, they've still got the same level of arrogance that kind of made us love to hate them in the first place. So definitely grab your popcorn for this one. Let's rewind a little. For those of you lucky enough to have missed the first Fntastic disaster, picture this. It's 2021. The world is buzzing about this new game. It's actually the most wishlisted game on Steam. As 2022 and 2023 comes about, there's this really big hype because of what's being released. It's kind of Division meets The Last of Us, and the trailers looked absolutely awesome. At least people thought. Showing a person going through these massive cities that are so intricately designed, of course going into shops and having scavengers that come in that you've got to kill and shoot, fighting against other players, and it really gave this Last of Us feel to it, but being made within a video game. People really started to get hyped about it, and as mentioned, it became the most wishlisted game on Steam. It then, rumors started to come out that some of the assets were not exactly sourced in the most ethical of ways, or at least they were being lazily put into the game from just being bought off the store shelf. Then The Day Before vanished on Steam like a fart in the wind. Their excuse? Well, there was a trademark dispute. Yeah, they were so disorganized that they forgot someone else had their name and they didn't even trademark it. That's like opening a restaurant and forgetting to buy the food, or forgetting to check that nobody else is called Gordon Ramsay. Either way, that wasn't even the worst of it. Fntastic, the developers, went radio silent for a while. Then they started to delete criticism off their forum and blocked anybody that dared to question them. But they started to come back. The trademark was supposedly resolved, and they actually set a release date. Then when the game came out, it was empty. There was nothing to do. It was a glitchy mess. You could fall through the world, and it wasn't even as wide as an ocean, as deep as a puddle. It was wide as your nan's bathtub and as deep as a prime bottle. Then just a few days after the game released, because of this huge disaster, they didn't make any money. Steam refunded all the games, and Fntastic as a company went away. They basically said, we messed it up. And actually, I think one of the quotes was, shit happens. Imagine having the most wishlisted game on Steam. It releases and it was so bad that all you say is, shit happens. I don't even believe this timeline anymore. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Fntastic 2.0, where the plan is to try again, but this time be honest. Okay, well, if there's one thing that we can trust from the devs behind The Day Before, I wouldn't say it's honesty. But they've put up a shiny new website, and, well, here's what they're saying. With your support, our team is ready to create new favorite games. It said in their brief that they released that they really rely on being honest and transparent with their fans. And of course said everybody should deserve a second chance. Well, maybe. I don't know about in this case though. So they came back. But were they coming back to finish The Day Before? You know, doing something like a No Man's Sky and actually completing what they set out to do in the first place? Nope, no, not quite. Once you helped us create Fntastic through Kickstarter, today we need your support again to bring Fntastic back by funding our new game, Escape Factory. We sincerely apologize for everything that happened, and we are committed to making things right. It's basically a Fall Guys knockoff. There's even a free demo out at the moment. Anyway, let's have a look at this PDF plan that they've released, because this tells us everything. They talk about their principles. Honesty. From now on, our development and marketing will be based on the principles of honesty. We commit to building trust within our community. Transparency. Okay, great. And professionalism. Fantastic. Now, that all seems very good if you hadn't already taken a lot of money from a lot of people that wanted a game and you just didn't deliver on it. Not just this, but the Kickstarter is so fishy. It's going for an £11,600 goal. 11 grand to make a game. What? I don't understand it. That's not even enough to make a small indie title, let alone, well, a Fall Guys knockoff. So the fact that it's already a demo indicates the fact that they're actually already making the game. It's already pretty much been made. They said they're no longer using just volunteers, which, if you didn't remember, was actually what they did for the day before. And they're actually paying their staff. That's a revelation. A game company's decided to pay their staff at once. But it's just so odd that they're doing like a $16,000 goal. And that's it, because it's not even close to needing to be enough to actually develop a game, which makes me think that this is to pay something off. It's just speculation, but I feel like they're in debt to somebody, and this is the exact amount they need to pay to pay it off. But also on their Kickstarter, they have done some stretch goals, which you'll be very excited to know. So, you know, they've obviously put their $20,000 market with the game's launch secured and Fntastic's return. Brilliant. That's what we've all wanted. Then at $50K, there's a Steam Deck version, $100K, a console version, PS5, $150K, free DLC and 2 new locations, $200K Nintendo Switch version, and it goes on like this. They even put the last one. Remember when they said in their brief they were all about transparency? Well, their last stretch goal is not even a number. After 700K, it goes to a Chinese cat and question marks. Very transparent, guys. Very, very transparent. So, it's all been a little bit of a disaster. The real kicker is that Escape Factory is marketed as something that's trying to be innovative, but it's actually just a genre that we've all seen many, many times. Not only are they trying to come back, tell people that they've changed, and then raise more money, which is baffling to me, but with a game that's not even unique. All they've managed to create is a Last of Us Division hybrid that never released and was taken off Steam because it was a complete disaster that no one could play properly. Prop Night, which was a Prop Hunt ripoff, and now Escape Factory, which is a Fall Guys ripoff. These guys haven't had an original idea in their life, and the one thing that had potential, they messed up so bad that it pretty much shut down their entire company. And now they're coming back asking for more money. So you might be thinking, maybe they have learned their lesson. I know you're not thinking that, but bear with me. I'm trying to create some sort of story here. But if I'm going to be honest, a hastily thrown together project designed to milk even more money out of a dwindling fan base. This just doesn't scream anything like transparent or trust. This just screams another cash grab to try and pay off some debts. Obviously, that's just my speculation, but it's just disgusting, really, isn't it? I mean, we now know that there are 44 morons within this world who have backed this thing. I don't know how that even happens. Maybe it's, I don't know, just people, their mates that have put money to it. So I'm not here telling you how you should spend your money. But what I'm here telling you to do is think about it. Don't waste it. Fntastic have a track record of promising a lot, delivering pretty much nothing, and being the opposite of trustworthy, transparent, and professional. The day before was a disaster of epic proportions. Luckily, Steam stepped in to give people their monies back, but if they're trying to pull the same trick here, they can't get away with it every time, surely. Sure, they might have rebranded, slapped on a shiny new logo, and added some vague promises about transparency and honesty, but at the end of the day, this is the same company. They've blocked people for criticism. There's already been rumors of them just using more store-bought assets, proving that they don't know what they're doing, and they're just trying to put something together in order to gain a few dollars, and they've manipulated the truth pretty much every step of the way. If they were serious about making amends, they'd fund a new game by themselves. They'd release something with an original idea rather than asking for your hard-earned money just to bail them out again. Whilst I joke around because this is absolute insanity, I think it's also disgusting. I think these are terrible human beings and they don't deserve to be in this industry. That's it. That's all I have to say.